Hey there, everyone. This is Dr. Gwen from the Dr. Gwen International Training and Empowerment Academy and host of the iTunes show, The Dr. Gwen Show. Thank you for joining me again here today. We will be continuing our discussion about that model today. Now, we chatted about awareness last time, and I wonder, did you get a chance to look over your mind, to examine your thoughts, to investigate the voices in your head and all of those suggestions that came to you? Did you do that? Were you aware of the voices that propped up when you approached something that you thought that was very important for you to do, but scared you somewhat a little bit? I hope you had a chance to do that and that now you are in tune with your awareness, probably not perfectly. However, now you are aware of that other voice that speaks to you when you try to take on something that is important. Now, I have created for you a recording which will allow you to be more in tune with your awareness and with your conscious and subconscious minds, will help you to see just how powerful that mind process is and how quickly you can get thrown off out of consciousness just by not paying attention. Today, however, this model that you will be looking at in a moment will be explaining to you the creation side of the model. And before we go there, I want to talk with you about a technique that we hinted to last time, but I hope that you can now put into place as you confront fear and all of the voices in your head. I call it the PDC technique. P meaning that you are now going to pause. You're going to take a pause when you're aware of the voices that are telling you otherwise than you should be doing. The next thing is you're going to do the D, the differentiate. You are going to differentiate yourself from those voices in your head. Those voices that are telling you you're not good enough, that you can't do it, that you're a failure, that you're not worthy. All of those voices, you now have to differentiate yourself from those voices and recognize that those are stories that you are actually telling yourself. Once you pause and you differentiate, now you are going to create. You're going to create who you are, create those empowering stories just as much as you created the disempowering ones. Now it's time to create powerful, empowering stories that will propel you in the direction that you are looking to go to achieve the goals that you want to achieve in your life. Now, getting to the creation piece, I want to show you my screen, and what you are looking at is the model that we introduced the last time. Now, this model, you will notice that there is the awareness at the top. In a clockwise manner, there is the creation piece. Now, that creation piece is that piece that we're going to focus on today. And what is creation? We already agreed that in order for you to produce any kind of breakthrough performance in your life and in your work, you must have all of these three components of the cycle. So the creation piece is that piece where you bring your personal passion and your dreams and your desire to the equation. You see, many people achieve very good results in their life minus this part of it, the personal passion, the dreams, and the desires. However, there is a cost and there is a price to pay when this component is missing. Maybe you are on a job right now that you really hate, but you are a high performer. You are what I call an overachiever. You are achieving the results, you're hitting the goal, but you have this deep void inside of you, this deep disconnect, a lack of fulfillment, and a lack of drive for what you're doing. In the creation phase of this model, what you actually do is you create a oneness with your goal. If you're not passionate about what you are doing, this part is completely impossible to do. You will never be able to create that synergy with who you are and with that goal that you're trying to achieve. In this particular creation phase, you are true to yourself. It's very key that you are in tune. See that once again, you can see awareness is playing off of this because you have to be aware, to be true to yourself. You have to know exactly what is inside, what is your internal guide directing you to do so that you can create that unity and that oneness with your goal. In the creation phase, you also create a distinction inside of yourself. And that distinction is you are distinguishing yourself different from the status quo. It's all something that is happening here in the creation phase. You haven't started to execute anything as yet. However, you're fully cognizant that everything starts here first. If you are going to create any kind of success and any kind of breakthrough, you first have to have something in your mind about what you want to create. So in this creation phase, you are distinguishing yourself from the mediocrity, from the status quo. You are making that determination inside of you that you are purposing to be different. You're going to take this thing to the next level, and you are committing to that distinguishing. You are choosing, and you have choices. So now you are beginning to choose that this is who you're going to be, and this is what you are going to create. Inside of those choices, there is limitlessness. You're not going to put on a cap on what you're doing. And for this, you have to be completely mindful, because once again, your subconscious mind will sway in and put a limit and a cap on what you're doing. Your subconscious mind will bring that fear factor in and will tell you, no, you've not achieved this before, you can't do it. And that's when you have to cue in with your awareness and put that PDC technique in place. You're going to pause. You're going to differentiate. So now you can differentiate yourself from that voice in your head, and you are going to create that new person that you are going to be with strength and resolve, not with limit on what you can achieve. Completely limitless, completely boundariesless, so that you know that the sky is the limit for you. Service is another component in this creation phase, because what you are creating must be true not just to yourself, but to others. And so, if you're going to achieve breakthrough performance, you have to make certain that you're completely aware of all of the elements, all the people, all of your environment, all of your circumstance, and whatever you are putting in place as a goal must benefit others as well, not just yourself, to produce the breakthrough performance. Now, if you want to achieve breakthrough performance, I have put together a free course for you. Before we talk about that again, let's revisit this layout of the model. We talked about the dreamer, we talked about the unmotivated non-achiever, the overachiever, and the breakthrough performer. Today, we talk about the overachiever. What we will do next time is we will introduce the transformation phase, and after that phase, we're going to go to look at this next layout of the model that you are looking at on your screen. For now, I thank you for joining me, and if you would like to receive additional training and information on this topic, there is a free 3-module course that you can access and learn more about. And in that course, there is a recording that allows you to pay very close attention to your awareness factor and gives you an exercise to practice awareness. You can go to trainings.passions2earnings.com/courses/breakthrough. That is where you will have access to this course. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to talking with you again next time. This is Dr. Gwen, empowering you to live purposefully and passionately.